Hi, within this lecture we're going to just take the regular expression that we have created and apply it inside of our code. And in order to do that we have to import a new library called RE, and this is how we work with regular expressions in Python. Okay? So rather than printing this if config in here, I'm going to use regular expression. So how do we use this RE module? Of course, you can read the documentation if you want, but this is very basic. I'm going to show you directly. This will return to me a new list-like object, and I'm going to show you how to use it, don't worry. And I'm going to call this new Mac, and we use re.search. Okay? And as you can see, it asks for a pattern and then a string. And the pattern is what we have created in the previous lecture, and the string is ifconfig. So remember the pattern, we used \w and we start with R. Okay, so ww column 6 times what we have written in the previous lecture. They have to be exact. Okay, and we start with R to specify this irregular expression like we do in the string formatting. We started with F, remember? Okay, so it has to be 6 pairings, so 1 2 3 4. This is the 5th. Okay, 1 2 3 4, yeah, this is the 5th. And one more time, \w. Now I'm done with the pattern. I have to specify the string, and the string is of course the ifconfig that we got here. So now it will return to me not a string but as a list-like object. Why is that? Because maybe we get more than one pairings, more than one match, right? But we can also get no match at all, right? So we have to control if this new Mac exists. So I will say if new Mac, and it basically means that if this new Mac is true, if this is true, then I can do something with it, and it means that if I got a match out of that re.search, then I will return new Mac dot group. Okay, so this will return to me a group, and I want to take the first element out of that group. So I will say group, okay, 0. So like we do in the lists, or like we do in other list-like objects as well. Again, it will return to me a group of matches, and I will get the first result. And in this case I only get one result, but in other cases you may get more than one. So else I will return none, and basically it means that return nothing if it doesn't match. So let's take this from the beginning. We're controlling the new Mac and giving the interface as an input, and we use this interface to check the subprocess output, and we filter out this subprocess output variable ifconfig in here, and if it really matches we return the first element, and if it doesn't match we return nothing. And since we use control new Mac down below, now we have to specify, we have to assign this to a variable. Because why? Because now we are returning something, we are not printing out some results. So I'm going to call this finalized Mac, okay, and now I have the finalized Mac, right? All I have to do is just see if this finalized Mac is going to be equal to user input dot MAC address. So if my final MAC address is the same as the user input, it means that I have successfully changed the MAC address. So I'm going to print a message to the user saying that success, and if it doesn't, else, then there must be some error. Okay, so I can say like error or try again or specify a new MAC address. So let me test this. So let me just save this and minimize this. Let me clear the screen and run it with a different number this time, like 5A or 5B. Let me change this as well, 4D, okay? And if I hit enter right now, as you can see, it says success. Now if I run ifconfig, I will really see that my MAC address has been changed. So a really simple software, really simple ethical hacking tool in here, but we have learned a lot of new methods, a lot of new features, and we managed to do a very neat, a very clear Python code out of this execution, and I believe we are ready to finalize this MAC changer by just controlling if it works with Python 3 as well. And let's stop here and do that in the following lecture.